perfect and just waiting to be written. The truth is, writing is hard and boring and occasionally great, but usually not. Even I have lied about writing. I've told people that writing this book has been like brushing away dirt from a fossil. What a load of shit. It's been like hacking away at a freezer with a screwdriver. I wrote this book after my kids went to sleep. I wrote this book on subways and on airplanes and in between setups while I shot a television show. I wrote this book from scribbled thoughts I kept in the Notes app on my iPhone and conversations I had with myself in my own head before I went to sleep. I wrote it ugly and in pieces. I tried hard not to be overly dramatic, like when I wrote this poem in social studies when I was 14. When life attacks you from every side, it hurts too much. And the most painless, easiest way out is death. To survive. Even now, I'm attempting to write this preface in the dark while my oldest boy Archie sleeps next to me. He's dreaming and talking, and I'm turning down the light on the screen as I write about how hard it is to write. Writing a book is awful. It's lonely, even with Archie beside me and my editors nagging me. During this process, I have written my editors' emails with subject headings such as, "How dare you?" and "This is never going to work," and "Why are you trying to kill me?" Most authors liken the struggle of writing to something mighty and macho, like wrestling a bear. Writing a book is nothing like that. It's a small, slow crawl to the finish line. Honestly, I have moments when I don't even care if anyone reads this book. I just want to finish it. If you are listening to this, it means that I have finished. More likely, it means my editors have told me I can't keep tinkering anymore. I will take this time now to thank you for listening to this and buying it, and eventually turning it into a feature film with Kate Winslet, Katy Perry, Katie Couric as the star. Let me offer this apology. Please excuse the self-indulgent preface. I know what I'm doing. I'm presenting a series of excuses as to why you should lower your expectations so that you can be blown away by my sneaky insights about life and work. I'm a grown woman. I know my own tricks. I know how good I am at bemoaning my process and pretending I don't care so that my final product will seem, totally natural and part of my essence and not something I sweated for months and years. One of the things I've learned about me while writing about me is that I'm really onto myself. I have got Amy Poehler's number, I'll tell you. I've also learned that writing topless tends to relax me. Go figure, life's a mystery. While writing this book, I made many mistakes. I kept a copy of Nora Ephron's Heartburn next to me as a reminder of how to be funny and truthful, and all I ended up doing was ignoring my writing and just rereading Heartburn. I also kept a copy of Patti Smith's Just Kids nearby, which was awful, because her writing is beautiful and poetic, and how dare she. I also read and reread wonderful books by wonderful women. Rachel Dratch's Girl Walks Into a Bar, Sarah Silverman's Bedwetter, Mindy Kaling's Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me, Lena Dunham's Not That Kind of Girl, Caitlin Moran's How to Be a Woman, and Tina Fey's Bossy Pants. All are superb and infuriating. My dear friend and Parks and Recreation castmate Nick Offerman had the nerve to start and publish his book, Paddle Your Own Canoe, in less time than it took me to write this preface. I congratulated him when he presented it to me, and then I immediately threw it in the garbage. I made other terrible mistakes while I tried to write this book. I asked people who had already finished books for advice, which is akin to asking a mother with a 4-year-old what childbirth is like. All the edges have been rounded, and they've forgotten the pain. Their books are finished and in their libraries, so all they end up talking about is how you need to stick to your guns and not let the editors push you around, and that your title is important. Stick to my guns? I'm hiding from my editors because I feel so guilty that I haven't worked hard enough and given them something genius or interesting or new. My title is important? Well, then I'm screwed. Because right now I'm vacillating between The Secret 2 and Mosquitoes Love Me, A Woman's Guide to Getting Her Funk On. The only people I can stand to read right now are Pema Chodron, who reminds me that life is messy and everything is a dream, and Stephen King and Anne Lamott, who are two of my favorite writers on writing. But now that I think of it, both of them are funnier than me, so they can tie their 68.